participating in tonight's event with us. I would like to welcome each of you to the 2024 North Garland Homecoming Football Game. At this time, we will begin with the presentation of the homecoming nominees and the coronation of the 2024 Homecoming King and Queen. Up first, we have Ms. Helen Bond. Helen is the daughter of Hung Bond and Lynn Pham. She is the Beta Club president of North Garland, president of band, as well as a section leader in band. After high school, Helen plans to go to college and pursue a biology track. She would like to pursue a career in dentistry as well. If Helen could have dinner with anyone, she would choose her family. Helen believes meeting a celebrity would be nice, and means a good family dinner. Helen is escorted on the field tonight by her boyfriend Andrew and Up next, we have Mr. Noel Benny. Noel is the son of Anu Benny. Noel is the president of the Youth Council, is on Varsity basketball team, and is a part of the countless other organizations at North Garland. Noel plans to go to college after high school and work towards a career as a lawyer. Noel is escorted on the field tonight by his mother. Up next, we have Miss Gracie Flores. Gracie is the daughter of Gracie Flores. She is a varsity cheerleader. After high school, Gracie plans to become an elementary school teacher focusing on special education classes. She also hopes to open a bakery and become a wedding officiant. Gracie is escorted onto the field tonight by her mother, Gracie Flores. Up next, we have Mr. Connor Gibbons. Connor is the son of Brian and Persa Candy. Connor is the president of City Council, president of NGHS, and serves on the board of the Texas Association of City Councils as a volunteer representative. After high school, Connor plans on attending college to study interim science and eventually attend medical school to become a doctor. Connor is escorted on the field tonight by his mother, Persa Candy. Up next, we have Ms. Risa Ibarra. Risa is the daughter of Risa volunteers at the food bank and was an intern at both Edward Elementary and Parsons Pre-K. She's also the permanent chair for future seniors and a proud leader. The biggest influence in Risa's life is God. Risa says he tells her not only to believe in him, but to believe in herself in her tough times. She's reminded there is always the end of the tunnel. Risa is Taking the field now is Mr. John Fishpaw, principal of North Garland High School, and Miss Carol Goff, the associate principal of North Garland. They will crown the 2024 North Garland Homecoming King and Queen. With no further ado, the 2024 North Garland Homecoming King is Connor Gandy. And your 2024 North Garland Homecoming Queen is Helen Bond. Thank you for attending tonight's activities. This concludes the crowning ceremony. Enjoy the game, everyone. Go Raiders!
Referees for tonight's game, back judge Roy Smith, Side Judge Steve Anthony, Line Judge Jared Goodall, Field Judge Corey Williams, Head Lineman Salvador Garcia. The umpire is Tyrone Allen, and your referee for tonight's game, Grady Dale. Now please direct your attention to the 50-yard line for the friendship exchange between the student council from each school. Representing Naaman boys are Allison Cortinas and Jalen De La Paz. Students representing North Garland High School, Clarity Glass and Ryan Abraham. Both student council organizations wish each other a great and safe game. Johnson. Number 13, Prosper Chuku. Number 16, Mario Cavaliero. Number 33, Sabi Eddie.
North Garland won the toss. They elected to defer. Naaman will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
And now we will hear the school song, beginning with Naaman Forest High School, followed by North Garland.
is a presentation of GRS TV.
We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high.
It's homecoming night at Williams Stadium, and we are right in the middle of district race as the Naaman Forest Rangers take on the North Garland Raiders. Hello, everyone. Steve Reese here. I'm joined by my partner, Bobby George. And, Bobby, I'll tell you what, an interesting game here tonight. You look at this Naaman Forest squad coming in. Been up and down all year, but I'll tell you what, they control their own destiny. If they win out, they're in the playoffs.
They have 2 games left of the season after this one. Saxe is one of them, and they should, Saxe is a good team, but if they take care of the teams that they should be in the playoffs.
Yep, they're in good shape, and of course they're led by their senior quarterback, D'Angelo Perales. Looking for a big game from him tonight to kind of get the game going.
Yeah, I mean, he leads the team in rushing, 683 yards, 5 touchdowns on the ground. Of course, he's thrown for 1,300 yards in the air and 9 touchdowns passing. So, I mean, the offense goes around the coach's son for sure.
Yeah, and as we take a look at the other, sideline, again, you got this upstart North Garland Raiders. Bobby, they have not won yet. They're over on the season, but, they seem to be getting better every week, and that's a lot of it probably due to the fact they've got so many sophomores.
Yeah, I think we counted 19 sophomores on the squad, on the roster. More sophomores than they have seniors. So, I mean, it's a young team, and, they've got a great quarterback. He's a sophomore. He's 6 foot tall. They've got a lot of expectations for him in the future.
We are just about set to get underway here at Williams Stadium. This is going to be a good contest tonight. The Rangers won the opening toss and have deferred to North Garland won the opening toss. They deferred to the second half, so the Rangers will be receiving here, and we are underway. The high end over and kick. Going to be taking it around the 12-yard line, bobbled just momentarily. The return is on. Number 24 for the Rangers going to be stood up at around the 24-yard line, and that's where the Rangers will start. So Emmanuel Hamilton with that return for Naaman Forest. They're going to be on offense first, as we just mentioned. Here's a look at the offense coming on the field now, again led by their senior quarterback, D'Angelo Perales. Like I mentioned, been an up and down year for them, Bobby. They really have been, it's kind of one of those win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game. So, they're kind of hovering right around the 500 mark. But, again, really picking up steam here, especially once we got to district play. And, again, in that position where they went out, they're in.
Yeah, they had a tough game the very first game of the season in district against Rowlett, and they took a big loss there. But after that, they've gotten better and better. That big offensive line they have just kind of dominate teams.
We see that end around. That is number 1 for the Rangers, Jaden Anderson. Boy, what a nice gain on their initial play from scrimmage. Nothing fancy. You're just going to see him come in motion here, and they're going to pitch it to him. That'll go down as a pass, of course. He cuts to the outside, and boy, just great job of running after the catch.
Yeah, I mean, he just had once he got to the outside, he was able to just really plant that foot and just get downfield.
There's a look at Perales there, the quarterback in the pistol formation here. First down in North Garland territory, so it takes them 1 play to get in North Garland territory. That's number 6, Derek Obie, the starting running back. They're going to hand off, boy, big hole to the left side. Nice stiff arm, and then he's going to be thrown down around the 39-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7 more.
Well, you'll watch that big offensive line today. Talion Wynn, number 54. These guys are big, 6'4", 245, being looked at by Division I, Division II schools all over the place. And you'll watch those guys, and they will create holes for him. Should be a big day for Obie.
The senior running back for the Rangers. There's a snap. Perales looking to throw it all day. Throws it. Got a man right there in the seam. Boy, breaks a couple of tackles. Cuts to the outside. Picks up a block. 10-5 and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Of course, that was Brody Perales, his his young brother finding it in the seams. I mean, they probably practiced that same play all day, all the time growing up in the backyard. Here he is, first read, second read. Brody's right there, shows his numbers, gets across field, gets a good block here, touchdown.
Boy, and how about the start for Naaman Forest? That was a 3-play, 76-yard drive, capped off, of course, by that 39-yard touchdown from paralysis to paralysis.
There they are, just giving a high five to each other. They've done it before.
Extra point attempt coming up here by Edgar Andrade, and kick is up, and it is good. So I tell you what, 1 minute into the game, Naaman Forest already on top. Our score at Williams Stadium, Naaman Forest 7, North Garland nothing. We'll be back after these messages. Back, and there's a look at the sideline. Number 3 right there, back behind number 10. That is your touchdown catcher right there. That's Brody Paralis, and boy, nice throw and catch from the two brothers there. Naaman Forest with a nice, like I mentioned, 3-play, 76-yard drive. Bobby, that's exactly how you want to start a game. High kick, it's going to bounce right at the 1 and go into the end zone for a touchback, and North Garland will come out on offense, start at the 25. However, there is a penalty flag sitting at around the 40. We're going to have an offside call here against Naaman Forest, so they'll tack on the 5 yards there at the end, so North should be starting here from the 30.
Yeah, you know, your coach, Coach Paralis, the head
Legal
coach here.
formation on the kicking team. Not enough men on the side of the ball, 5 yards, re-kick.
Also, North's going to make them re-kick. Usually we see them just take that 5 yards, you know, on the touchback there, but North's going to go ahead and have them kick it over. So they're going to bring the kick unit back out here, and we'll do it again. Yeah,
you have Coach Paralis, the head coach, out there, and then you have the quarterback, your son, your oldest son, and then you got your young son, your baby, out there as the receiver. And I tell you, that's just a lot of fun. You're getting to coach your own kids, and you know, these kids are really talented. It's not like he's just coaching kids that should be on the bench that are starting. These guys are good. And, you know, the quarterback, he just finds his brother. It's like backyard play. I mean, he always knows where he's at. And it's just so much fun as a coach and brothers playing together. You can't put words to it. It's a really exciting time.
Yeah, fun experience for sure. So Naaman kicking from the 35 now. There's 3 back deep to return this kick for North Garland. There's the kick, this time a lower line drive kick. It's going to be taken right around the 17-yard line. Here comes the return for the Raiders, and hit's going to be made around the 32, and North Garland's going to start on offense from their own 33. Number 13 that time for the Raiders with the return. That's Chukwu, Prosper Chukwu, and here's a look at the replay.
Yeah, he's got some good lead blocking, but that was just a great play by the defender. Number 21 there, Gates, he was able to get off his block and make that tackle. Just solid special teams play.
So the Raiders on the field for the first time on offense. Boy, a little bit of movement there, and there's going to be a penalty right off the bat. Not the way you want to start the game.
Offense, number 56, 5-yard penalty remains first down.
On this first down snap, it looks like number 4, Brian Johnson. First down, 15 now for the Raiders. Johnson, as I mentioned, boy, they got movement again.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think Chris Hampton's been the quarterback all year. Now they've got a different quarterback in there.
And Johnson rolls out. He's going to throw it out there, and that ball almost picked off. Boy, reading that one perfectly was number 4, Braylon Dill, and that had 6 points written all over it, but he's not able to hang on.
Braylon Deal, one of the brothers of all the deals that's come through this program. Saw his brother out there on Saturday playing this Saturday. Big college. Got some talent in that Deal family.
Second down, 15 now for the Raiders. Boy, they got movement again, so they've had 3.
False start. 70 of the offense. 5-yard penalty remains. Second down.
Yeah, I
They've
think
had 3 snaps, and 2 of them have resulted in procedure
Timeout.
penalties.
North Garland.
I
That's
think-
the first timeout of the first half.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and call timeout. I'm sure coach is going to have them come over here and start talking to him. You know, they gave up a touchdown drive on 3 plays, Bobby. Come out on offense, already 2 penalties. So they're going to be talking about some things here, I think, on the sideline.
Yeah, you know, it looks like maybe there's a different quarterback in there. He has a different snap count. And the guys are used to one snap count versus another. It looks like it's Bachman.
So they're back on the field now. And as Bobby mentioned, Brian Johnson again in at quarterback here to start this game. Running back in the backfield along with him, number 15, Aaron Green. And a second down and 20 now for the Raiders. Again, you don't want to be playing behind the chains here against a defense like Naaman Forest. Snap to Johnson. He's going to hand the ball off, trying to come out here to the right. And, well, I believe Green is going to lose a couple more yards. That's going to be a loss of 3 all the way back to the 20.
Yeah, it's just the defense spread it out so far. Corey Thompson just was able to get outside that defensive end and just spread that ball. There's nowhere for him to go but out further and further outside, and finally has to step out of bounds there. Just a well-played play by number 10, Corey Thompson.
Yeah, third down and 24 now for the Raiders. There's a snap, straight drop back. They're going to throw it out quickly, and well, just selling it out of bounds is the quarterback. So that is a quick 3 and out for the Raiders. And again, negative yards on the play, and they're going to have to get some things going offensively here on the sideline.
Brian Johnson, he's been a wide receiver all season long. He doesn't have any snaps at quarterback that he has a stat-wise. So, you know, it might be his first play in at quarterback. They've just got to put him in there. They're not using the snap count. He's got to get settled down. This is the first game at quarterback.
So standing at his own 6 is the punter for the Raiders. Braylon Dill sitting back at around midfield to return this kick. And he's going to take it just inside midfield. He's got the return going, slips down at around the 39 and falls forward to about the 36. So Naaman Forest going to have great field position here to start their second possession. Already up 7-0, not even a minute and a half in the game. We're talking about a big task here for North Garland's defense.
Yeah, I think so. You just saw that huddle there where all of those big linemen. I mean, you got Deshaun Beard, number 58. He's 5'11", 245. You got Quinn at 6'4", 245. They got some really big hustlers on that offensive line. They will wear you down.
Split backs here in the backfield for the Rangers. They're going to hand it off to Derek Obie. Boy, big hole, bowling over a defender, and then drug down at around the 6-yard line. But that is a huge run of 30 yards for number 6, Derek Obie.
Again, 6 foot, 205-pound running back. He's going up against a sophomore right there that's, you know, about 145. So he's got about 40 pounds on him. Just a big guy running towards you at full speed.
This time they got Obie out in the slot. Empty backfield for Perales here on 1st and goal from the 6. Now they're going to bring him back in the backfield. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off to him. To the right side, and he's going to go into the end zone for they're going to mark him down. I'm going to say his knee hit at the 1. I thought he was in, but the official on the far side is going to mark his knee down just inside the 1. So a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Yes, got to give it to Prosper Chukwa, sophomore, standing up right here at the goal line, boom, and making the tackle. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like a touchdown to me.
Second down goal from just inside the 1. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to Obie, and then he's going to go into the end zone really untouched. And that's another 6 for Naaman Forest.
I mean, they run right behind big old number 78. he weighs in at 6'7", 335. So it's going to be a tough sled to get away from him. They've been dominating the offensive line all the games that they've been playing. So it's no question that who you're going to run right behind in goal line situation.
Edgar Andrade on for the extra point. The hold is good. The kick is up. And that kick is good. So 9:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Naaman Forest has had the ball twice. They've scored twice. Our score, Rangers 14, Raiders nothing. We'll be back after these messages.
Este es nuestro distrito, un distrito de legado y oportunidades. Venimos de país en país de diversas comunidades, but we come together as one. Llevamos nuestras raíces en la sangre y estamos determinados a avanzar. Aquí todos somos familia. We are family. Somos Garland ISD. Esta es nuestra marca, representando tu cultura y tu voz. Un espacio creado para nuestra gente en nuestro idioma. ¡Qué orgullo ser hispano! ¡Qué orgullo ser Garland ISD!
Boy, a great start for Naaman Forest. Just under 3 minutes here in the game, and Naaman with a 14-0 lead. Of course, they took the opening possession, drove in 3 plays, scored their first touchdown, held North Garland to a 3-and-out, Bobby, and then really just methodically right back down into the end zone. So 14-0 here for the Rangers, and high, deep kick going to be taken right at the 4. Got a middle return on. A little bit of patience there, trying to kick it outside to the left. Now reversing field. Trying to get outside. He does turn the corner, but he will get trapped from behind and taken down around the 29-yard line.
Just about gets outside. 21 right there. Gates starts to come in on him, but he stays in his lane and does a good job, and he's able to get back outside. There he comes and makes the tackle.
Well, here comes the Raider offense back on the field, and getting that first possession had a couple of penalties, costly of course, and let's see if they can get anything going positively here as once again number 4 Brian Johnson plays quarterback. Got Aaron Green in the backfield with him. He's going to fake the handoff, take it himself to the left side. Tries to get outside of Braylon Dill, but Dill ready for it. Takes him down after a gain of only 1.
Again, Braylon Dill, he's just a sophomore, but man, he has some talent. Stays outside just like you're supposed to do. Not get brought inside. Let everybody do their work. Let the linebackers, the inside guys do their work. You stay outside, the ball comes to you, make a play.
Second down, 9 here for the Raiders. There's the snap. This time the handoff does go to the running back. Boy, and he gets stood up right at the line of scrimmage. That, of course, number 15, Aaron Green, and 3 Ranger defenders there on the tackle. Like 44, yeah, right.
Number 44, Courtney Jones, playing that middle linebacker. See how big he is. He just goes in and fills that gap. There's nowhere to go.
They're going to mark the ball. Actually, that was a loss of a yard on that run. So 3rd down and 10 now for the Raiders. Snap to Johnson, straight drop back. Here comes pressure. He's going to go down. That is a sack for the Rangers and a loss of 7 more back to the 23. And another 3-and-out for the Raiders here on offense.
Yeah, he just has nowhere to go. You see all the white jerseys just coming in. That's a tough sled for the first time. You look up, you don't get any practices and stuff. You just get out there and all of a sudden you're the quarterback. And you're going against this defensive front 4, man. That's a tough.
Yeah, number 44, Courtney Jones, the one to make the tackle once again. So back-to-back plays by Jones. Braylon Dill stands at midfield to return this kick, and boy, he's going to be able to return this one to the right side. He's across the 40, inside the 35, and then finally the Raiders will take him down. But, you know, once again, the Rangers going to have fantastic field position here starting inside North Garland territory. But not the way you want to start here for the Raiders. And their defense really needs to try to come up big here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be tough all night. There's some big guys on that offensive front seven. They're just big guys, and you're going to have to beat them with skill and speed. You're going to have to beat those big guys with speed, get into those gaps, try to fill them, and you got to have sure tackles. You're going to have to really step up and make some big tackles on Obi.
1st and 10, there's the snap. They're going to run this bootleg pass to the tight end coming across. He makes the catch and is upended inside the 25 all the way down to the 24. Just a great play by Naaman. You're going to see him come across the backfield, and then the bootleg action here by Perales.
Yeah, Ty Belshie, number 88, is on the right side of the offense. He's playing tight end on the right side, and as the play develops, he comes all the way across on that bootleg. It gives him enough time. Perales is slow in the movements because he knows he's got to get across there. Sets it up perfect.
Hand off to Derek Obi here on 1st and 10, and well, good job that time by the Raider defense to hold him to no gain. Well, that's the first play where really no positive yardage gained here by the Rangers.
Yeah, you see, everybody got through their guys there. They moved quicker. You're going to have to get on Obi and really gang tackle him. Somebody's got to get him low. Somebody's got to get him high.
Inside of 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 Naaman Forest, driving once again. 2nd down and 10 at the North Garland 23. Perales looking to throw it. He throws that fade to the end zone. Braylon Dill, that is going to be a touchdown, Naaman Forest.
Wow. I mean, that was a beautiful ball. Yes, man, just set, drop, and throw, and he just drops it straight down, makes it an easy catch.
Yeah, you can't throw it much better than that. Right in the hands of Braylon Dill, did not have to break stride, and that is a perfect throw and a touchdown.
When that ball goes up, and then the point of that ball comes down right into your hands. Braylon Dill's everywhere. He's playing defense. He's making big plays there. Returning punts. Now catching balls in the end zone.
Extra point is up and good. Look at Braylon Dill playing both sides of the ball. Has a touchdown here. Our new score, Naaman Forest 21, North Garland nothing. We'll be back after these messages. (21-0) Naaman Forest after they scored on their 3rd possession of the first quarter. So they've had the ball 3 times here, Bobby. They've scored 3 touchdowns. Now, granted, the last 2 have come in North Garland territory, so not very far to drive. But, you know, so far offensively, the Rangers doing pretty much anything they want against this North Garland defense.
Yeah, they played that bootleg real well. Then they come back out and just throw a deep 35-yard bomb to Deal. I mean, that's just a pretty pass. They're really having their way right now.
Boy, a dangerous return here as you saw the kick go into the end zone, but the return man for the Raiders felt like he was going to bring it out. Probably should have stayed in the end zone for a touchback because the Raiders going to start their 3rd possession here at their own 15. Here it is right here.
He did have a hole there. He almost one man to beat. It would have been good if he had had his lead blocker stay in front of him. He kind of just stayed back there. But if he had him in front, he may have had something there to go.
So let's see if the Raiders can get things going here. Trailing 21-0 early in this game. Snap to Johnson, straight drop back, looking to throw it. He's going to throw across the middle, right to a Naaman Forest Ranger. That is an interception. And all the way down inside the 10 is number 1. Jaden Anderson. Boy, and that ball was thrown right to Anderson.
I think number 10 right there was the intended target, and he kind of ducked out of the way of the ball like he thought it was going to someone else, but it looked like it was supposed to be going to him. He kind of ducked down and pulled his arms down a little bit, went over his head. All of a sudden, you got Anderson for an interception.
So they're going to mark him down at the 8, or say he got taken off his feet at the 8. So first down and goal from the 8 for Naaman Forest. Boy, a power look here offensively as they've got the big boys in. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Coming to the left side. Spin move, and inside the 7 to about the 6-yard line is the running back. That time the new running back with the carry. That is 32 for Naaman Forest. And a nice run there by Ali Vincent.
They were bringing big number 85 in there to lead block for him. Just didn't look like they followed the lead block, you know. Got the power look going again here.
Second down and goal. There's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff, looking to throw it out there. He's got his man. That is another touchdown. Naaman Forest. Number 85.
Yeah, so there he leads block on one play, go to the other side, lead block. Oh, I'm not really lead blocking. I'm going to come out here and catch it for the big man. Representing all the big guys. See, we got hands too.
There's Caleb Belete with the touchdown. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
look at them.
Big guys. They're having fun, man. That's a big play right there. Hey, representing all the big ones.
There's a snap. Boy, bad snap. They're going to have to try to get something out of this, and still on his feet, tries to toss it. That's number 40, takes a big shot there, and he's going to go down. So the extra point going to be no good. So just a bad snap that time, but boy, does not take away the fun from that young man right there, number 85, Caleb Belete, and maybe a penalty on the play as well.
After the play, dead ball, sportsmanlike conduct, 34 of the defense. That will be accessed on the kickoff. That's his first towards disqualification.
So we get an unnecessary roughness call. That'll be penalized on the kick, as you heard there. And we'll just keep it here, Bobby, and talk about what we've seen in this first half. Boy, you know, again, could not start any worse for North Garland. You could really see on their first possession, you know, when they had those two, you know, illegal procedure calls just right off the bat. And man, it just has to get better for them. It's 27-0 here with 4:46 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, I would think you're going to start seeing out of that offense a lot of the quarterback running. It's just going to be kind of snap it to me, I'm taking off and running the ball, because he doesn't have time to step back and throw, and he may not know all the routes to the tree either to throw them. So I see, you know, he's got a wristband with all the plays on it. But I don't know when they started inserting him as the quarterback. It's just it's a change that we weren't ready for years. So I'm sure that, you know, he hasn't had a whole lot of experience back there. The game moves fast. I mean, it's not like going through in practice. If you had a day or two in practice, the game moves fast when these guys are coming at you live.
Well, high deep kick by Devin Washington goes out of the back of the end zone. Of course, they had the 15-yard penalty, so they were kicking from North Garland territory, but Raiders going to start 1st and 10 here at their own 25. So the Raider offense back on the field, and let's see if Brian Johnson can get anything going.
Still going with the spread, so got 4 receivers out there.
Snap to Johnson. He's looking to run it here. Boy, he takes a big hit at the line of scrimmage, and no gain on that play. And boy, Naaman's defense doing a good job here as well.
Turner Mahabin right here. You see right here, he just gets in there and just makes a dominant tackle. I mean, there he is, getting up, celebrating a little bit. I mean, he beat his man, got through the line, and made a good tackle right there.
So no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Raiders. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to the running back this time. Spin move, but boy, once again, the middle linebacker, Bobby, you've already called his name several times. That is Courtney Jones. Wraps him up for no
After
gain.
the play, personal foul, necessary roughness, 44. 15 yards from the previous spot, automatic first down.
Yeah, you got to keep your composure here. You know you're beating up on them a little bit. You've got to, when the whistle blows, you got to let it go.
So big play by the linebacker, but then they're going to tack on 15. So North Garland's going to get their first down of the game via penalty. And they're going to be all the way out to the 40-yard line after that 15-yarder. First down and 10 Raiders at the 40-yard line. Snap to Johnson, fakes a handoff, loses the ball, and is able to fall back on it. It was kind of an interesting look as, you know, he looks like he's going to hand it off.
Yeah, the ball just came up high and fast, and he wasn't able to have time to get the ball back down and hand it off to his running back.
Able to fall on it, however, but a loss of 3, so 2nd down and 13 now for the Raiders. We approach 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. 27-0 Rangers already. Play clock inside of 10. Johnson settling things down. There's a snap. Hands it off to the running back. Nice run. Up the gut here, all the way down to the 45, so a gain of about 9 yards. They're set up a 3rd down and short.
Yeah, their first real positive play. But you see the offensive line driving down the field. See that big number 50? Man, you got to give it to him right there. That's a heck of a block. He gets on his guys and drives them 9 yards down the field.
Got an injured player on the field as well for Naaman 4, so they're going to call an official timeout, take a look at him. But you're right, Bobby, a nice running play, and really their first, you know, positive yardage play here of the game, and you know, pretty good blocking downfield as well. They're taking a look at the Naaman Forest player. We'll take a quick break and be right back after these messages. Our score, Naaman 27, North Garland nothing.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Injured player for Naaman Forest on his feet. That's number 81. Good to see him come off to the sideline and hopefully be able to get back in the game. 3rd down and short here for North Garland. Got a trip look to the top of the screen up there. Those 3 receivers in a bunch. One down here at the bottom. The lone running back, of course, is number 15. Johnson letting as much time run off the clock as he can. Play clock inside of 10. Now they're ready to go. There's the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, try to roll to his left side. He's got a long way to go, and he's going to be about a yard shy. Gain of 3 on that play, but it's going to be 4th down and 1, and where the North players are saying, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, what do you do here? I mean, if you get 2 more yards, you can mark off another 2 or 3 minutes off the clock. Maybe get in that. You're in that sweet spot anyway. Do you want to take a chance at punting it, or do you want to go ahead and go for it? It looks like they're gonna go for the latter.
Yeah, same formation here on 4th down and 1. Let's see if Johnson keeps it himself, follows maybe his running back here to try to pick up that 1 yard. There's the snap. Nope, they're going to hand it off, and a 1st down by the Raiders. Still running is the running back inside the 45. Boy, a nice strong run that time by Aaron Green, and they will indeed pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great play. And again, you followed that big 51 in there again, making the good trap block. All of a sudden, you're down the field, you pick up that first down, get a little confidence on that team.
First down and 10 inside Naaman territory at the 42. There's a look at that offensive line of the Raiders. Finally getting some things going here offensively. There's a high snap, but quarterback's going to keep it himself to the left side. He's going to be run out of bounds. It's going to be a loss of 3 on that play.
Yeah, they've just had a hard time getting outside. Those defensive ends have been doing a good job staying out there, making the offensive player run so far out wide that he runs out of room. And you know, Naaman Forest, they've got a lot of linebackers that can really move to the ball. So it's really hard to beat them outside anyway. So it's almost like you're going to have to plant that foot and just go inside. Get going downhill instead of sideways, because it's going to be real tough all night to do that against Naaman.
So we have come to the end of the first quarter play here at Williams Stadium. Our score, Naaman Forest 27, North Garland nothing. We'll be back after these messages on GRS TV. Back for the start of the second quarter here at Williams Stadium. Our score, Naaman Forest 27, North Garland nothing. North Garland with a second down and 14 at the Naaman Forest 46. Snap to Johnson. He's going to keep it himself, fakes the handoff, and then comes around to the right side, still on his feet. And boy, nice gain that time, Bobby, of about 12 yards. It's going to set up a third down and about 3.
Yeah, you see why that they want him in there. They think maybe we can just have a good running game here. Spread the offense out, let him scramble around, and maybe find a little hole right there and get through it. And that's what's happened this last couple of plays. He's been able to get there.
So down 27-0, of course, probably
He's
two-down territory.
He's going to be a little worn out. He's having to run all the way back to the coaches on the very far sideline, get the play, and then run it all the way back into the huddle. He's only got 4 seconds to set this play.
Yeah, they got to get this one going here in a hurry. Play clock down to 1, and they may go ahead and call a timeout. They do.
North Garland, that's their second timeout of the first half.
So the second charge timeout for the Raiders. They took that one early in the first quarter after those 2 penalties, and so this is their second charge timeout. We'll just keep it here.
Yeah, I think that was a good timeout. It got down to 1 second. They did get the snap off, but the coach was like, oh, I can't take a chance here because you only have, it's 3rd and 3. You don't want to back it up to 3rd and 8 because of a penalty there. You want to take your chances. Might as well use that timeout. See what you can set something up here. Get your team all focused in. Get the right play in, see if you can get a first down.
Bobby, what have you seen so far out of Naaman Forest that you like here tonight?
I tell you, really, I like their defense. Defense really played well. Those big front 4 guys, middle linebacker, big number 44, they're pretty stout. Offense and defense, that front 4 on defense, front 7 on offense have been really big and strong.
Big 3rd down and 3 here coming up for the Raiders. Need to get to the 32-yard line to pick up a first down. There's a snap. Johnson looking to throw it. Swings it out quickly to the running back out of the backfield. He'll have the first down inside the 30, down to about the 28. So, again, nothing fancy there. They just swung the running back out of the backfield, Bobby. He hits him there, and he does the rest.
Yeah, I like it. You got some fast guys in that backfield, so just get the ball to him real quick. Don't have to be anything fancy. Pop it out there, see if he can beat people with their feet. You got Naaman Forest real big and strong, kind of heavier guys. You got these guys that are running back, guys playing quarterback. They're smaller guys, but they're quick. So if you get somebody out there one-on-one, maybe you can break an ankle there and take off to the end zone.
So Aaron Green with that first down catch. 1st and 10 now for the Raiders. They're going to hand it off to Green. Bounces it out to the outside. Gets around the corner and taken down inside the 15. Let's see, they're going to mark him down. It looks like or mark him out at the 17. Watch this run, Bobby. Goes inside and then kicks it out.
Yeah, there you go. You get everybody going inside, then you just use your speed to get outside. They could have got another 15 right there for a late hit out of bounds.
Was a couple of nice back-to-back plays by Aaron Green, and the Raiders now 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. So they have done, nothing offensively, Bobby, until this drive, but now
get a little confidence in you there and let these linemen realize, hey, we can do something here. Let's go.
Snap to Johnson and a little
For
bit of
the
movement
snap.
here.
False start. 50 of the offense. 5 yards. Replay. First down.
That's going to back him up 5 yards and stall the drive at least momentarily.
These yards are hard to come by, so you don't really want, 10 yards is hard to get in itself. You don't want to have to try to get 15.
First down and 15, however, at the 22. Just underway here in the second quarter. Naaman on top 27-0. The Raiders with their first real threat here in the game. Boy, stepping up that time is Johnson, but the pocket collapses, and he's going to be taken down after a gain of only 1.
Yeah, and that was an interesting play because you had trips left right here. He's setting back to throw the ball, but all his receivers, the trips over there on the left-hand side, they all went down and started blocking people. So quarterback thought it was a pass play. All the receivers thought it was a run play. They were kind of on the wrong page there. Lining up in the exact same formation. Maybe the coach called the play again and say, hey, let's run this play. Everybody on the same page now? Let's go.
Second down and long for the Raiders. There's the snap. Johnson looking to throw. He's got time. Throws it across the middle. Boy, almost picked off again. Threw a little too high that time. And you saw once again, number 1, Jaden Anderson. He was looking for his second interception of the game.
Yeah, Samuel Williams is going right across the field right there, just a little high. Not a bad toss.
So now 3rd down and long for the Raiders. Snap to Johnson, swings it out to the running back, and he cannot hold on to it. That pass is incomplete, and we're going to have a 4th down and long coming up for North Garland. It's that same play we saw just moments ago, and this time not able to connect.
Yeah, it looks like Naaman Forrest was ready for it that time. There you go, okay, let's take care of this. Watch when he comes out. Let's make sure that you got a defender on him. Pass was just a little bit in front of him, but there was defenders everywhere.
So field goal unit on. This is going to be a 43-yard attempt by number 16, Mario Caballero. And boy, the snap and hold is down. The kick is up. It's got the distance, but it is no good as he pushed it a little bit to the left. So again, a 43-yard attempt. The distance was there, but just not able to connect. And the Rangers have held the Raiders off the scoreboard. It's still 27-0. Boy, good drive that time, though, Bobby, by North Garland, as they were able to get really from, their own territory all the way down into Naaman Forest territory. And once again, the penalty is really what hurt them on that play.
That's right. They were able to convert a couple of 3rd downs, get up the field, get a little confidence going. They were able to get outside. Quarterback was running a little bit. But then again, you get 1st down and 15, and your play calls become a little different.
There's a snap, fakes a handoff. Perales out to his wide receiver. Boy, down the sideline, gets tripped up around the 42. But another big play, that time to Corey Thomas of the Rangers.
Yeah, just a little swing pass out there. Has a little time.
First down yardage to the 42.
Good hands.
First down and 10 at the 42 for the Rangers.
Corey Thomas, man, he's been really, really good for the Rangers.
There's a snap, the handoff to Derek Obi, cuts it back to the right side, and he's going to be taken down after a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry.
They have Corey Thomas at 6'2", 185 pounds, and he plays that slot tight end. And you can see him right here coming across in motion, boom, hits that trap block. They use him in a lot of ways. Coaches love him. They know he knows the plays, he's a smart player. They do that bootleg with him a lot, where he goes from one side to the other and catches that pass. You can see where he's lined up right here, and he'll right off the left tackle.
Yeah, just a sophomore, by the way, is number 10, Corey Thomas.
Yeah, he's real versatile. He can catch, he's big. He'll run that little trap block for his running back.
This time the handoff goes to the running back, and boy, nice strong run for a gain of 5 yards. That time the running back number 1, Jaden Anderson.
Yeah, there he goes right in the middle. Good gang tackle right there. Had a lot of guys over there trying to get him down, and that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to just swarm the ball. Little confusion here, people going off the field.
3rd down and 2 coming up here for the Rangers. There's a snap. Perales looking to throw it. He's going to throw it out. Catch is made. Spin move to the outside and taken down inside the 25 is number 3, Brody Perales, his second big catch of the game.
Yeah, it's like he knows where he's going to be. He throws a little back shoulder to him. He just knows where the timing with brothers is so good. They got to know where they're going to be. They had the eye contact when they're running down the field. They know it's coming. It's fun watching it work.
First and 10, Naaman forced at the 24-yard line. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and call a timeout.
Naaman, that's his first of the first half.
So their first charge timeout of the first half. We'll take a break with them. 6 minutes to go until halftime. Our score, Naaman Forest 27, North Garland nothing.
Este es nuestro distrito, un distrito de legado y oportunidades. Venimos de país en país de diversas comunidades, but we come together as one. Llevamos nuestras raíces en la sangre y estamos determinados a avanzar. Aquí todos somos familia. We are family. Somos Garland ISD. Esta es nuestra marca, representando tu cultura y tu voz. Un espacio creado para nuestra gente en nuestro idioma. Qué orgullo ser hispano, qué orgullo ser Garland ISD.
First charge timeout for the Rangers here, and we are back from that. Ready to get back going here. First and 10 for Naaman Forest at the North Garland 24. They already have a 27-0 lead. There's a snap, makes the handoff, rolls out on the bootleg. Perales throws towards the end zone. He's got a man out there. That catch is made. That is another touchdown, Naaman Forest. Number 4, Braylon Dill coming all the way across the end zone, Bobby, and boy, Perales just laid it right there for him.
Well, he's got a lot of confidence in number 3 and in number 4. Brady, this is not what you recommend for a quarterback. Roll one way and throw back across your body to the middle of the field. But he's got a lot of confidence in Dill coming across there. He knows he's going to be a defender if it gets loose. And he comes up big for him right there.
Extra point attempt coming up here. There's a snap. Oh, a bad snap again. They're going to have to try to throw this one towards the end zone, and pass will be incomplete. So another missed extra point here for Naaman Forest. We'll keep it here. Take a look at it once again. Number 4, Braylon Dill. Again, his second touchdown catch of the game. Bobby, and he plays defense as well, so a two-way player here for Naaman Forrest. And again, we talked about him as well. He's just a sophomore.
Yeah, he just never comes off the field hardly. He's on punt returns, kick returns, playing defense, catching touchdowns.
33-0 here, Naaman Forrest. You know, we talked in the opener the fact that, again, if Naaman Forrest wins out here, they will make the playoffs. So again, they
have this game, then they have Saxe, and then they have South Garland. So you can win 2 out of the 3 and make the playoffs here. So as long as you beat the teams you should beat, you're in.
Making a little bit of a statement tonight as well, up here 33-0 with 5:51 left until half. And it really has looked easy for them, really on both sides of the football. Bobby, as you know, North Garland really has that one sustained drive, you know, on their last possession, but that's it here in the first half for North Garland. So again, the offenses look good, the defenses look good. They're starting to play well at the right time of year.
Yeah, they're playing clean football right now. Of course, North has a lot of sophomores. We talked about it. Their team is loaded with sophomores. Most of them are out there, and they're just not as big as Naaman Forrest. Naaman Forrest, they have a big team, even for the whole district. You look like they've got a lot of guys that love to be in the weight room. They've got a lot of size on them. That whole offensive line is going to go be playing on Saturdays after the next year. They're going to be playing in college football. Half the offensive line, they're all either going to be D2 or D1 players. So there's some big guys out there that got a lot of potential and are really good right now. And so, I think North coming into this game knew it was going to be a challenge.
They definitely have a challenge facing them now, 33-0, and let's see if the offense, again, really good on their last possession, drove deep in Naaman territory before it ultimately stalled, but see if they can build on that and get some things going here as Johnson tries to get out of trouble, but he's going to be taken down inside the 15. A little bit of a bobble once again, Bobby, and just threw the whole timing off.
Yeah, William Meadows gets in there from that side, big number 19 as well. Little face mask I thought I saw. And a missed call there.
Yep, they did miss a face mask. But as it stands, a loss of 6 on the play, so 2nd down and 16 now. Snap to Johnson. He's going to hand the ball off.
Oh.
Nice spin move to get to the outside, but he's going to be taken down after a gain of only about 3 yards. That's going to once again set up 3rd down and long here. And Aaron Green, a strong run, Bobby, but just not, anywhere to go, really.
You see big number 19, Nehemiah Bradley, just following the play around. He's playing good ball. He's playing that right defensive end. And you see him, he's not just going inside, he's staying such good technique. He stays outside, then he pursues down the line of scrimmage, waiting for any kind of cutbacks. See why they got him out there. Coaches love this.
3rd down and 13, and quarterback's going to keep it himself to the left side. Able to stay up for a moment, but then tripped up around the 20-yard line, so near the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down and about 9.
Showing some speed at there at quarterback right there. He has him down. He stayed outside just like we were talking about. There's a lot of speed from that quarterback number 4. He can get moving outside. It's hard to catch him.
So 4th down, the Raiders going to kick it away once again, and number 4, Braylon Dill, stands right at about midfield to return this one. There's a snap, no pressure. Kick is away. A nice kick that time is going to chase Dill back inside his 40, but he's going to try to return this and taken off his feet around the 46-yard line. So 3:33 remaining here in the first half. A look at Dill coming off to the sideline. Naaman on top, 33-0, and with a chance to put more points on here right before half.
There's that big offensive line I was talking about coming out onto the field. Everybody out there is big on that offense right there. Even Obi, Derek Obi, he's 6 foot, over 200 pounds. He's a big guy coming downhill at you.
There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to Obi. So here we go to the left side. Boy, big running room. Still on his feet, taken down inside the 30, pushing the pile inside the 25. Boy, what a strong run that time for Derek Obi. That's a gain of about 29.
Yeah, right here, watch this. All the line, just look at number 63, breaking it downfield. Carrying them with him, 3-4 guys. Then here comes the whole offensive line.
On the play.
Big 78.
Foul on the play is a first down. First down.
They feeling it right now.
Yeah, big, strong run that time by Obi again. 29 yards on that gain. 1st and 10 now. Ball at the 24 of North Garland. They're setting the chains here. Clock continues to run. We got the play clock down to 10. Snap, another handoff. Boy, big hole right up the middle. This time the running back number 5, that's John Kamara.
Knocked his helmet off on that
Holding.
one.
Number 78 of the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Remains first down.
They are going to get a holding call here, though, against Naaman Forest, so that will back them up 10 yards.
Called that on Reggie Wilson, 6'7", 335-pounder. I don't know where he needed to be holding anybody. Just playing on Saturdays as well.
So the 10-yard penalty marked off against Naaman Forest. First down and 20 now, back at the 34-yard line. Still plenty of time remaining, under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Naaman still with 2 timeouts as once again, Garcia pitches it back.
Did he pitch that, or did that ball just fumble out of there and just happen to
Goes
hit
to Derek Obi. We'll take a look at it here, but it looked to me, I thought he pitched it, but you may be right, Bob. He may have been hit here, and the ball may have popped to him. Let's see.
Yeah,
here it
Garcia,
comes,
boom,
and it just came out.
I mean, it looked like a pitch play. I mean, let's just go ahead and mark it up as we meant to do it, because it looked kind of like no.
So they get the penalty yardage back plus 4 more. 2nd down and 6 now. There's a snap. Perales rolls to his right, throws it out. He's got his tight end. Boy, just can't hang on to it.
Yeah, that was Belshie out there.
Injury. Timeout.
Got a hurt player here, but yeah, Belshie, I'll bet you he'll tell you he should have had that. A good throw by Perales, Bobby. Maybe coming in a little too hot, but just not able to hang on to it. Here you're going to see it on the replay.
It's a tough catch. You're running outside like that. The ball's coming in a little hot. It's big number 54, Talon Wynn. Looked like he was hurt his ankle or something. I couldn't tell, but he didn't want to put any weight on it. Went off to the sideline.
Yeah, the Rangers ready to snap the ball. The Raiders still on the sideline over here. Got to get out there in a hurry so we can resume action. And the incomplete pass sets up this 3rd down and 6 for the Rangers. There's a snap. Perales straight drop back. Here comes pressure. He rolls out to his left. He's going to just throw it away out of bounds, and it will be 4th down for Naaman Forest.
Yeah, that's the maturity that we've seen in Perales. Before, you know, he started as a sophomore, but now he's gotten a little more maturity to him. He would usually just try to run that, maybe even run out of bounds and take a loss.
There's no foul. The quarterback was outside the pocket, and the ball did make the line of scrimmage. Therefore, we have no intentional grounding. 4th down.
You know, he shows his maturity there. Go ahead and know what he's supposed to do. Get outside the pocket, play for another down.
So 4th down, looks like the Rangers going to keep the offense on the field. 4th down and about 6 here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little too far to kick a field goal. You're not going to punt it from here. This is the area where you'd go for it.
Empty backfield for the Rangers on this 4th down play.
Before the snap, third and final timeout for North Garland of the defense. That's his third and final timeout of the first half.
So the Rangers use it, or pardon me, the Raiders use their final timeout of the first half. Why don't we take a quick break with them? 2:19 remaining, 33-0 Naaman on top. Back from timeout. North Garland used their final timeout of the first half. Big 4th down play coming up here for Naaman Forest. Looks like same formation coming out of timeout for the Rangers. Empty backfield. They send a man in motion. Snap to Morales. Fakes the pitch. Throws the inside screen. Catch is made, but guess what? Tackle made short of the first down marker. Good play there by number 20 of the Raiders.
Yeah, William Meeks right here makes the big play. Stays on his man the entire way, and I had a feeling it was going to go to number 3. His brother Perales, because you just kind of feel that, hey, watch him, and I think that's what they thought as well. That just watch number 3. He's probably going to get the ball. They stayed right on him, made a great play, and caught him short.
Yeah, Meeks can't begin to say enough about the play he just made, because with those blockers out front, Bobby, if he's not there, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, he just followed him all the way across the field. Makes a heck of a play.
So the Raiders take over, 1st and 10. They have no timeouts. They're going to hand the ball off to the left side here, and then taken off his feet after a, looks like a loss of 1, was the running back, number 15, Aaron Green.
Brian Reed's just able to get through there so fast. Gets him a big solo tackle.
Look at number 66 on your screen. Clock continues to run. We're inside of 2 minutes. 2nd down and 11 for North Garland.
Got him listed at 6'2", 255. Right there on that left side of the football. All that left two-tech.
You look at him, that's another underclassman. He's a junior. Bobby, it's amazing, you see all these teams, you see movement here on the play.
Yeah, they're so young. You got some young guys that are coming up here.
I'll start. 66 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
Years ago, you would hardly ever see a sophomore on the varsity. It's mainly juniors and seniors. And you just see more and more of these younger players. We talked about how many sophomores North Garland has in the game tonight, but Naaman has their fair share of underclassmen as well. So bright futures for both of these programs, you would think, moving forward.
Yeah, including Deal. He's playing both ways. It's just a sophomore for Naaman.
Quarterback Johnson here on the quarterback keeper, tries to get outside to the right, but with the speed for Naaman Force, Bobby, really showing up here.
Yeah, you got to get going upfield. It's hard to beat them to the outside. Their defensive ends have played it so well. You see number 10 doing the same thing on the left side, Corey Thomas. I mean, he just gets upfield and then he stops. And you've got to make, you can't run around him. He's going to be there playing his position and his lane, staying in his lane so well that it makes you have to run so far outside that the corners and linebackers come in and fill the gaps. It's hard to get out there.
3rd down and 10 here for North Garland. There's a snap. They're just going to hand the ball off here. See if they can get any movement. Nothing doing, but the clock does continue to run. That's probably going to be our final play here of the half.
Corey Thomas on the stop.
Yeah, but the clock continues to run. Neither team going to use a timeout here, and we have come to the end of one half of play here at Williams Stadium. What pretty dominant half of play for Naaman Forest. Our halftime score, Rangers 33, Raiders nothing. We'll be back after these messages and after halftime.
And now, taking the field, the award-winning Pride of the Forest, your 2024-2025 Sterling Stars. The Stars are led onto the field by Senior Lieutenant Samantha McDaniel, Senior Lieutenant Abby Lopez, and co-captain Tracy Lynn, and on the 50th yard line, your captain, Karen Valdez.
When the sun goes down and the lights shine bright, the city buzzes with energy.
A venue sits in the center of the action. It's a place where one and all come to celebrate, chatter, and above all, dance.
So now, the Ranger Band invites you to join the fun. Sit back, if you can, and take in the cha-cha. Groove to the bembe, slide to the tango, and clap to the clave.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is the Latin Quarter Club.
site, we are committed to providing you reliable electric service. To do that, our employees serve you around the clock. We also build new lines to meet growing demand and proactively maintain our electrical equipment. Thank you for being a Garland Power & Light customer. GPN, always there when you need us.
Back at Williams Stadium for the start of the third quarter. Our halftime score, Naaman Forest 33, North Garland nothing. And Bobby, as the teams come back on the field, let's take a look at some of our first half highlights. Rangers coming out on the field to start the game, and there is a look at the home team, the homecoming team, the North Garland Raiders. Take a look at the drill teams. There's the Raider cheerleaders and a couple of those mums there in the stands. Here comes our first highlight, and Perales to his brother.
Perales to Perales.
Boy, nice run after the catch as well. That was our first points of the game. That gave Naaman an early 7-0 lead. And Derek Obie just really untouched into the end zone. That put Naaman up 14-0 at that time. And then here comes the nice throw to Braylon Dill.
Just dropped it in the breadbasket. That's a beautiful toss.
21-0 at that point. Morales on the play action to his big tight end.
They celebrated on that one. That was a fun one. That one they work on all week, and it actually worked out.
That was a bobbled snap, so it was 27-0 at that point. And then the second touchdown catch of the game for Braylon Dill. Another missed extra point, so the Rangers missed their final 2 extra points. That's where we're at, 33-0 here as we are set to kick it away. North Garland going to get the ball first. A high, deep kick is going to be taken at the 12-yard line. This one's going to be returned across the 25. Still on his feet to the outside and out across the 35. So a good return for the Raiders. That's really what they needed. See if they can get a little momentum here to start the second half.
Of course, that was number 5 right there, Chris Hampton.
This Raider drive is sponsored by
showing a little bit of speed there. You know, that's what they need. They need to come out, be strong. You know, I know they went into the locker room and said, hey, let's pull this thing together here. Let's make some plays out here. We're fast. We can get the ball to some playmakers. Let's make some things happen, get a quick touchdown.
Yeah, that's one of those locker rooms you probably didn't want to be at halftime, because I'm sure the coaches had a nice discussion with the players. And we'll see if they can get some momentum going here early in the second half. Still plenty of time, obviously. There's the snap. Quarterback fakes the handoff, comes out here to the right side. It's going to be thrown down across the 40. Boy, coming all the way across the field to make the tackle that time. That was number 10, Corey Thomas.
Corey's playing that defensive end there. And again, it's just hard to get around him. He's so fast and he plays the technique so well. But Juju Minor comes in, and he was absent the first half, and now he's back in the game for the first time we get to see him run the ball.
There's a snap, 2nd down and 2. The handoff goes to the left side, and boy, may have enough momentum there for the first down. I think he does. They're going to mark it at the 45, so 2-yard gain that time for the running back. That was number 4, Brian Johnson, who of course was at quarterback there in the first half. First down and 10 now for the Raiders. Minor again taking the snaps here in the second half. There's a snap. Rolling out after the pressure. Now he's going to tuck it and try to get as much as he can. Boy, takes a big hit, stays on his feet, and then thrown down close to midfield. Boy, good effort there by the quarterback, Ashton Minor.
Yeah, I mean, he shows some speed, gives a little fake pump, creates a little lane that way. And man, does he take a big pop. And then number 44 finishes it up at middle linebacker, Courtney Jones. 32 is the one that hit, you know, that's Allie Vincent.
There's a throw across the middle. Boy, that pass is caught. That's going to be a first down. That time to number 2, Samuel Williams. Boy, I tell you what, Bobby, and the new quarterback in the game here, Minor, is getting a little bit of momentum here.
Yeah, he starts moving the ball around, gets some good blocking because he's creating space with his feet. Tosses it over there, first completion of the game.
Minor just a sophomore for the Raiders. First down and 10 in Naaman territory. Ball at the 43. There's a snap. Minor straight drop back. Going to roll out to his right. Has some pressure. He's just going to throw that one away.
I don't think it got to the line.
They're going to get an intentional grounding call. He was about 2 yards shy.
Offense number 1, the ball never crossed the line of scrimmage. That's a spot foul, loss of down, second down.
I mean, it was a smart play. I think he knew that he was outside and he could just throw it away. He just didn't get it far enough downfield.
So that will be a loss of down. Mark it back at inside their own territory at the 47. So second down and 20 now coming up.
Second down, 20.
Move the running back to the other side here on second down. There's a snap. Minor looking to throw it. He's got time. Now eludes pressure, throws it, and just short hops his intended receiver. That was number 2, Samuel Williams, once again, but not able to connect third down and long.
Yeah, I mean, this is just an athlete back there trying to play quarterback. You see how fast he moves his feet? He's able to create a lot of time. Had Williams open there. Probably could have got the first down, but just kind of short hopped it.
So third down and long for the Raiders. Once again, a penalty kind of stalls the drive as the Raiders had a little bit of momentum here coming out of the half. See if they can pick up the necessary yardage for the first. There's a snap, Minor play action. Pressure comes, he's gonna tuck it. Looking around, still looking. Boy, probably should have just got rid of that and gonna call him down. It's gonna be fourth down, and that will go down as a sack, it appears.
He almost completed that pass. Right there at the very end, he tosses it over, and Brian Johnson almost catches this thing. He creates a lot of time with his legs. I mean, wow. But right here, watch, he tosses it. Oh, right there. Man, he almost gets it. I don't know that he would have got the first down anyway. He's got to get 25 yards for a first down, but it would have made things interesting.
There's a low snap, but taken off the turf, and a low line drive kick is going to bounce at around the 35, and it's going to roll and be down at around the 34. So Naaman Forest going to take over first and 10. They've got a 33-0 lead here as we have just started the third quarter of play. Well, so a couple of first downs on that drive for North Garland, Bobby. Ultimately, the penalty is what caused that drive to stall, but, you know, liked what I saw out of the offense coming out of half.
Yeah, Juju Minor, he just is such a good athlete. He's able to bounce around, make a lot of plays with his feet, and he's looking to throw the ball as well. So, you know, you got that. Sometimes you can extend some plays, break it up, and you make big plays that way.
So the Naaman Forest offense on the field. Perales in at quarterback. There's a snap, hands it off right up the middle. Looking at Derek Obi there. Penalty flag comes out. They're going to get a face mask, so that's going to be an 11-yard run, and then 15 more tacked on the end of that.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 20. 15 yards added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Well, so a quick 26 yards. Here's going to be the 11-yard run. You'll be able to pick up the face mask right here.
Right there. He doesn't let go of it for a minute either. I mean, it's an easy call.
So 26 yards. Rangers now in North Garland territory at the 40-yard line. Again, their first possession here of the second half. No punts in the game for Naaman Forest so far. There's a quick throw out. Boy, wide open tight end down the sideline.
I mean, I was looking out there. I was watching where Belshie was setting up, and you just could feel it. Oh, this is going to be one of those nice little drag routes out to your tight end, and wide open. There was just no one over there. That's a big guy with good hands right there.
There's a look at Belshie there. First and 10 at the 17-yard line of North Garland. The Raiders the Rangers picking up right where they left off in the first half.
Timeout.
We got an injury timeout here for one of the Raiders players, the corner out here. Didn't see what happened. Hopefully just a cramp for that young man. We'll take a look at him and may give us an opportunity. Yeah, the way they're flexing that leg. I'll tell you what, while they look at it, why don't we just take a quick break? Our score is 33-0 Naaman, 7:51 in the third quarter. We'll be back after these messages. Here's a look at the young man for the Raiders coming off to the sideline in some discomfort, but able to get over there. So hopefully we'll get to see him back in the game. First down and 10 for the Rangers as we are set back for action. Play clock running down. Perales looking over to the sideline. They're going to change the play up here. It looks like there's a snap. Perales looking to throw it. Has time. Then the pressure comes, escapes out of it. Penalty flag comes out as well. Perales going to run out of bounds. So a lot of things going on.
Holding. Number 50 in the offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay. First down.
A lot going on that play, Bobby. Ultimately, a penalty here for holding call against the Rangers. That's going to back them up 10.
Yeah, it was good defensive call. They brought the blitz from the inside and from the outside, and there was just too many Raiders coming through there to block. So some of the offensive linemen said, hey, I got to just hold you here so I don't get my quarterback killed. So they hold and they get a 10-yard penalty there.
So first down and 20 now for the Rangers. There's a snap. Perales straight drop back, 5-step drop, throw, and he's got a man wide open down the seam. That's a touchdown for Belshie.
But you just never know when he's going to be blocking or if he's going to release and run down the seam. But when he does go down there, being wide open is one thing, but being able to hit him between the numbers is another. And that was a perfect strike by Perales.
So the Rangers have extended their lead. There's a snap. The extra point is up. And that extra point is good. Here's a look at Belshie on the sideline. A great throw from Perales. Our new score with 6:48 remaining in the third. Naaman Forest 40, North Garland nothing.
Este es nuestro distrito, un distrito de legado y oportunidades. Venimos de país en país de diversas comunidades, but we come together as one. Llevamos nuestras raíces en la sangre y estamos determinados a avanzar. Aquí todos somos familia. We are family. Somos Garland ISD. Esta es nuestra marca, representando tu cultura y tu voz. Un espacio creado para nuestra gente en nuestro idioma. ¡Qué orgullo ser hispano! ¡Qué orgullo ser Garland ISD!
40-0 Naaman Forest as you see the kicker there, number 31, getting set to kick it away. big night here for Naaman Forest. We were just talking there at the break, Bobby, that, you know, they scored on their very first possession. It just took them 3 plays. Well, coming out of the half, only 3 plays on that drive for Naaman Forest. Of course, a couple of penalties on that negated a play, but 3 plays to get them into the end zone here on their first possession of the second half.
Yeah, it was pretty efficient. They had a pretty good run up the middle, tacked on by a face mask, another 15 yards. They toss it out to Belshie on the left side, little flare pass, and then, of course, another penalty, and then right down the seam to Belshie between the numbers into the end zone. So 3 plays and a couple of penalties adds up to 7 points.
7 points, yeah, 40-0. Naaman Forest in control of this game, and well, North Garland did some good things, as we mentioned, on offense. So let's see if they can maybe, pick up where they left off on that last drive. That penalty, offensively for them is what stalled it. So let's see if they can get things going. Again, the quarterback here in the second half is Juju Minor. He's got a 1st and 10 here at the 25.
Timeout.
We're going to get
Naaman
a
Forest.
timeout
It's the first
for Naaman
timeout of the
Forest.
half.
So their first charge timeout of the half. Why don't we just keep it here? And boy, Bobby, this may be a good time for us to take a look at some of the standings here in 9-6A. We're getting close to playoff time, and so we can talk about this right now. Here come your District 9-6A standings. You see Saxe there firmly at top. Boy, what a good year it's been for the Mustangs, as they are 5-0 in district play. Keep a close eye out behind them. You've got those 2 teams, the 2 Wiley teams with only 1 loss. But then you've got really, you see 4 teams there, with 3. And you got Lakeview in the mix there with 4 losses. Of course, they played that extra game they played last night. But, as I mentioned, Naaman right here from the graphic, currently in that 6th position, Bobby. But because of tiebreakers, again, they went out, they're in.
Yeah, they beat Garland, so they have the tiebreaker over Garland there.
There's a snap on the end around as we are back to live action. That was number 5, Chris Hampton, with that carry, and gain of about 4 yards. And we'll come back to the standings again later on here in the broadcast. You take a look at the replay.
Yeah, they just cruise around that side. Again, it's really tough to get yards outside on that Naaman Forest defense. They're able to just really contain it. You really got to go upfield with them. You can't go side to side very easy.
2nd down and 6 now for North Garland after that 4-yard gain. As I mentioned, we'll come back to the standings, but you mentioned Garland. Boy, Garland had a big win last night against Lakeview, but there's a handoff. Boy, nothing doing here. In a lot of trouble is the running back, and they're going to lose yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 4. Big number 32 there with the tackle, and 3rd down coming up for North.
Yeah, watch Ali Vincent. Comes off that big block right over the guard and just ball hunts. So good, so quick. He can get through there, but then when he gets his big paws on you, it's a whole nother thing. He's not going to let you go. He just takes you down.
3rd down, a long 10 coming up here for North Garland. We're inside of 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Naaman on top 40-0 in this game. There's a snap. Minor rolls out to the right side. He's going to tuck it down the sideline, just go out of bounds after a gain of about 4. And it's going to be 4th down, and the Raiders going to be forced to punt it away here.
Again, you can see Ali Vincent, number 32. He was playing that linebacker spot in the middle of the field, and he's just watching him. So he takes off running. Look who's coming over from all the way across the field. Big 32, Ali Vincent. You weren't going to outrun him to the edge, and he's got his eye on number 1, Juju.
So the Raiders set to kick it away here. 4th down and 9. So a 2-yard gain on that last play, but once again, you've got Braylon Dill coming up here. Pardon me, that's Ivan Garcia set to return this one. It's going to be a low line drive kick. Garcia's just going to let it roll inside the 40, and the Raiders going to down it at around the 38. So new return man on, Ivan Garcia, and he lets it roll. But once again, a 3 and out for the Ranger defense. Boy, they've been dominant here on both sides of the football.
Yeah, I can't talk enough about how big and strong. You can tell that Coach Perales has these guys in the weight room all summer long. They're all really strong guys. Just look how big they are when they're running around out there. And that really, the season goes as it goes along. It's a long season, but when you got a lot of strength and muscle on your body, you know, it really helps you out a lot when these, you know, towards this time of year.
Perales just straight handoff to Derek Obey up the middle. He's going to pick up 10 yards, give him 11 and the first down. So they're not doing anything fancy here, Bobby. You mentioned the big offensive line for Naaman. They're just blowing the Raider defensive lineman off the ball, and Obey's just going, you know, several yards before he even gets touched.
Well, Naaman's got a tough schedule. They got Saxe next week. So what you want to do here is not show Saxe anything. You want to show them just the basic stuff that you've got. You're already up 40-0. Don't show them any of your trick plays. Just run it up the field and show your strength.
Another handoff to Obey, this time to the right side. He gets through the initial line of scrimmage and taken off his feet inside the 25. Boy, what a big game for Derek Obey tonight. That's going to get him close to 100 yards here in the game.
Well, I love this offensive play. What they did is they motioned like 4 guys. They pulled one from the right side to the left side, and then they moved the trips. They moved 3 guys over to the right side, so they created this huge power side, which is what they've got right now, and then let Obey run behind them.
There's a snap, bootleg. Here comes that bootleg play. They're going to throw it this time to the deep receiver coming across. That's Garcia making his way toward the end zone, loses the football, and that is going to go out of the side. So that's going to be a turnover to North Garland.
Sure will.
We have the ball fumbled out of the forward, out of the end zone, results in a touchback. First down, Garland, North Garland at the 20-yard line.
Wow.
So Garcia was pushing towards the end zone. Ball comes out at around the 1.5-yard line and goes out of the side of the end zone there for the touchback.
Makes the right read, makes the right pass. You lose the ball right there, goes out of bounds, and the rule is that's a touchback. So North Garland gets their first stop. Turnover.
Yeah, a turnover by the Rangers, and so North Garland catches a break there. They're going to bring the offense back out. 1st and 10 here at the 20. Empty backfield this time for Minor. Naaman brings on a player late as well. Able to set up, and here we go. Snap to Minor, looking to throw it. Has a little bit of time, throws it out, makes the catch. Is his receiver. That's number 5, Chris Hampton. And he's going to pick up a first down. That's a gain of 11 yards on that throw and catch.
It's a tough throw. He's getting wrapped up as he throws this ball. Look at this. Get it to Hampton out there. Let him pick up the first down.
Yeah, nice run after catch there by Hampton. Does pick up the first down. 1st and 10 now at the 31-yard line. Empty backfield again. Minor 3-step drop. Looking here. He has to step up. Escapes pressure. Tries to get outside. That speed gets him to the edge. Down the sideline. And he is pushed out of bounds around the 30. Well, we've got an injured Raider player here as well, but the first big play of the game for North Garland.
Yeah, that's what we say. If you have a little time with his speed, he can make things happen. He just outruns everybody here. Gets a beautiful block right here. Boom. That springs him.
So a nice big play by the Raiders. They're going to have a 1st and 10 here at the 30. They're taking a look at the running back for North Garland. That's number 15, of course, Aaron Green. And I think he was trying to make a block on that play, Bobby. He looks to be okay. Of course, he's going to have to come off the field for at least one play, but maybe just got the wind knocked out of him on that one. But a big play there by the Raiders, and again, that pocket collapsed, and as you said, Bobby, he just stepped up, and then that speed got him to the edge.
Yeah, that's the genius of it. I mean, that's what they thought they were going to have. Now, he wasn't able to play all the first half, so he comes in the 3rd quarter, but you can see why they have him back there. He can dance around a little bit, throw the ball a little bit, but make things happen with his feet.
First and 10. Snap to Minor. Looking to throw it again. He's going to throw it downfield. Nice throw, nice catch. Touchdown, North Garland.
How about that? Hampton.
Boy, nice release that time by Minor.
Yeah, just a perfect ball. Right on the numbers. Beautiful little seam route.
Boy, nice drive. And of course, remember, this was set up by that, fumble out of the end zone by Naaman Forrest as they were punching it in. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So Raiders on the board. We've got 44 seconds remaining in the third. Our new score, Naaman Forrest 40, North Garland 7. We'll be back after these messages on GRS TV. To 7, our new score, as the Raiders just took that ball and nice drive, Bobby, all the way down. Really the quarterback Minor spearheaded that. Of course, a nice run on that scramble all the way down to the 30, and then a 30-yard touchdown pass, of course, to number 5, Chris Hampton. And
it started out with the defense down at the other end. I mean, Anderson's on the 2-yard line, fumbles the ball out of the end zone. It comes out to 25 for the first turnover of the game. For North Garland, and they get it, and they just drive it down the field and punch it in. Wow, what an encouragement drive.
Garcia on the return here, and he's going to slip and fall around the 25, so works just like a touchback, and Naaman will take back over. Let's see if that will spear the Raider defense here. Of course, a little bit of momentum now on the side of North Garland.
Now you have to maintain that, that energy. Defense has to be able to get a good stop here. You see why they really like Juju Minor. Just being able to dance around, get a little time, and boy, he threw the ball beautiful. Right on the money. Nice tight spiral.
Rangers appear to be letting the game clock run out in the third quarter. That is what they do. And so we have come to the end of 3 here at Williams Stadium. Our score, Naaman Forrest 40, North Garland 7. We'll be back after these messages for the start of the fourth quarter.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Fourth quarter set to begin here at Williams Stadium. Our score 40-7, Naaman Forrest. Got the ball after the kick from North Garland. And got one more quarter to go here. We are getting near to the end of the season. It's always so crazy, Bobby, how fast the weeks go by, but only 2 more weeks remaining after tonight's games until the playoffs start. And we looked at the standings earlier. We'll take a look at them again a little bit later, but you see the handoff here. Boy, just a big push there up the middle by the offensive line. That's going to be a gain of 9 yards on that handoff to number, I believe, 32 that time, Allie Vinson.
Allie Vinson's been playing middle linebacker. Now he's getting an opportunity to run the ball a little bit.
Here's a look at him there, just a big hole up the middle. But as mentioned about the standings, we'll talk a little bit more. But yeah, we're getting down to that, playoff. The top 3 teams, Bobby, have kind of separated themselves in District 9-6A. But then you've got those 4 teams kind of fighting for that playoff berth. They're in the middle of the pack.
But that's why these games are so important.
Boy, there goes Vincent, and he's got one man to beat here down the sideline. Is he going to make it? He will. That's a touchdown, Naaman Forrest.
Well, you love it when you're playing linebacker and you're doing all the tackling. You say, Coach, put me in. I just want to run the ball. Please, one more time. And then, boom, he just runs somebody over and just takes off down the field. And then it's a foot race, and he wins it.
Yeah, you said the North Garland player there with the angle and still could not get there. So a little bit of speed there from Vincent as well. And just like that, the Rangers get those points back that they just gave up to North Garland just moments ago. A big touchdown run there. There's a snap and hold. The kick is up, and that kick is good. Our new score, 10:50 remaining. It's 47-7. We'll just keep it here. And
we were going back to the standings. That's why you have to win every game that you're supposed to win during the season, because like you got Naaman here and Rowlett. Rowlett's they're doing good, but when you lose that early game or win that early game, it changes the dynamics of the playoff spot. When you're all tied up at the very bottom of the heap and there's one playoff spot left, that's why it goes to tiebreakers at that point.
Yep.
You have to win those games so that you're up in the standings and make the playoff.
Yeah, that's why Naaman's in, where they're at right now. As we mentioned, they kind of control their own destiny because of those tiebreakers. They've got those big wins over both Lakeview and Garland. And that is going to serve them well here as we get towards playoff time, because again, like you mentioned, even if they stumble against Saxe, it could come down to that, that tiebreaker advantage they have with those wins. So high end over end kick. It's going to bounce it around the 2, and this is going to be returned. Boy, just reversing the field here, and and then the ball's taken right out of his hand. That is a touchdown, Naaman Forrest.
Oh, Carlos Gates. What in the world? He said, look what I found.
I mean, he just takes this ball right out of his hand. Coming right here, he comes.
Yeah,
here.
I'll take the handoff. Thank you. Oh my goodness. These are things you dream about. You're like, what? I'm on special teams tonight, and I take a handoff and go the other way.
Boy, look at the Ranger players over there.
Yeah, because those are fun touchdowns. You see Big 85 over there. He got him a touchdown earlier today, and it was exciting for him. Now he goes and celebrates another player out there that gets a touchdown that never gets to get the ball, and all of a sudden he scores a touchdown. That's fun.
Extra point attempt is up, and I believe that one was no good. So about the only downside to the Rangers' performance tonight is the missed extra points. But here's a look at a happy number 21 for the Rangers. That is Carlos Gates.
Yeah, he's going to go and tell all his kids when he has kids and he's 35 years old. He'll be so happy and tell them about this game right here. He'll say, hey, you play hard every single play. You never know what's going to happen. Hey, it happened to him, right? All of a sudden you're down there and you're hustling around. Look what I found.
Take a look here as we get set for kickoff again. Just wanted to mention again those standings. We talked about, again, those top 3 teams have really pretty much separated themselves. And, barring some kind of collapse from any of those teams, you would think those top 3 are going to make the playoffs. But as we mentioned, those next 4, you've got Garland, Lakeview, Naaman Forest, of course, and Rowlett. Those 4 teams right there in the middle, you can see there's really only, either the same number of losses or 1. So not a whole lot of distance between those 4 teams.
Naaman's got the tiebreaker over Garland and Lake.
That's correct. The 2 teams above Naaman in the standings, they have the tiebreaker. So that's why they, are in the driver's seat.
That's right. So if they all end up being the same record, Naaman will be in that 4th spot into the playoff.
Got about 2 weeks to go. It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. But Naaman's got to feel pretty good about this game here tonight. There's a high squib kick going to be taken at the 32, and boy, nice return out across the 40 to about the 42, and that's where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10. 53-7 here, Naaman Forest. And, you know, the one thing we've talked about, Bobby, again, you know, for Naaman to start the season, it was really kind of back and forth. Like I mentioned, if you look at the, you know, really their schedule, you know, they started out with a win, then they lost a game, won, you know, their first district game, lost the next game. So they've been kind of back and forth, but really the last several weeks, you could really see the momentum starting to build, especially, you know, we talked about the win over Garland, you know, about 3 weeks ago, but really they played Wiley and they ended up losing that game to Wiley, but they had a chance to win that. You could tell then that that momentum started building for this team.
Yeah, and we saw different players playing. Like, you didn't see the young Brody Perales playing much up until that game. And since then, their offense has really opened up.
Well, coming out is Minor, escapes pressure, throws it deep. He's got a man out there. The catch is made, and then tackled at the 10-yard line. Boy, just another nice deep throw from Minor, and that time to Samuel Williams.
Yeah, they've got great athletes that can get open at wideout. They just needed somebody to toss it to them. Minor, see, he just makes room with his legs. He rolls out to the sideline where there's no defenders over there. He has some time to set up, plant his foot, and toss it down the field. He had that backslider route from left all the way to right, just opens up.
So just like that, back inside the red zone, 1st and goal. Minor in some trouble, escapes out of that, trying to escape even further. And they're going to finally blow the whistle, and that's going to be a huge loss on the play all the way back to the 35. Well, sometimes you just gotta get down, Bobby. And you know, I know he's trying to make a play and escape pressure, but boy, that is a big loss.
Yeah.
They had a 1st and goal.
You can tell he wanted to throw the ball away, but he knew he couldn't get it all the way to the outside, out to the line of scrimmage, and it would have been a penalty. So right there, he wants to get rid of it. He just couldn't. This is good defense. They squared him up, almost like you'd play basketball, where you just get in front of the guy, don't let him get around you, and that's what they did there.
The 25-yard loss on that play is Minor's going to tuck it and run this time, trying to get outside, picks up a block. Still dancing there. He's going to get back to the 25, so he gains 10 on the carry. But as I mentioned, yeah, it was 1st and goal at the 10-yard line, and then after that last play, it was 2nd down and goal from the 35.
North Garland. That's their second. That's their first of the second half.
Boy, nice job by Minor there, and then just nowhere else to go. And coming up to make the tackle there, number 13, William Meadows. The Raiders do elect to use a timeout. We'll just keep it here.
Again, he's getting them all spread out. There's lanes that get created. That's why you haven't seen a lot of just full-on blitzes on him for Naaman. Naaman's not. They're kind of just trying to stay and wait for him to be able to run. But he's still able to spread it out, pick up an extra 10 yards right there. Boy, they really missed him in that first half.
Yeah, you can tell, you know, a little bit different offensively, as you're saying, Bobby, here in the second half. So, you know, again, just something to build on for North Garland. I mean, you know, only 5:09 remains in this game. They're trailing, of course, by 46. So,
I mean, he's just a sophomore, too. I mean, half the guys on this squad that are starting out there are sophomores. So they've really got something to look forward to in the next couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. So back from timeout, it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 24. There's a snap. Minor looking to throw it. Here comes pressure right up the middle. He's going to tuck it up inside, throws it out, has a man on the sideline, makes a nice inside move, tackled at the 6. It's going to be 4th down and goal, but that is a nice pickup of about 18 yards.
That was all ad-lib right there. I mean, he's just, you see, he gets the blitz, goes past him, he ducks under it. Now there's nobody. But then he keeps his eyes up and sees his receiver over there on the side and just ad-libs it out there. That's not a designed play. That's just Juju keeping his eyes up, making plays with his feet.
4th down and goal from the 6-yard line. The Raiders, of course, going to keep the offense on the field and go for it. Snap to Minor, is going to roll to his right. Board pressure comes immediately. gets to the outside. He's not going to get there. Tackled out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, the referee, he sees the holding right there, pulls his flag out, and just watches if the play is going to be a first down or not. And then when it wasn't, he just kept it in his pocket. Right here, look at that hold. He sees it, almost pulls it, he just doesn't throw it because he didn't get a first down.
So a gain of maybe a yard, but again, it was 4th down and goal, so the Ranger offense back on the field. I would suspect we'll see a new quarterback here on this possession here, and it is indeed, that is number 0 for the Rangers. That is Harry Robinson. He's going to take the snap, hand off to the new running back in the game. Coming to the left side, nice gain out across the 15-yard line to about the 16, so that's a gain of 8, almost 9 yards for number 5, John Kamara.
He's just got to get his helmet tied a little bit. Pops off, now he's got to come out of the game here.
Approaching 3 minutes remaining in the game. Good to see some other players get a chance to come in the game and play here. There's the handoff. It's going to be a first down to number, I believe that was 24 with the carry. If it is, that's Emmanuel Hamilton. That is indeed who carried the ball on that play. Here's a look at the replay.
That's a nice little handoff. Get these guys in there and get them some work. Been a fun game. I mean, Naaman Forest, they've got a lot that they can build on for next week. They've got some things that they've been running. They run well, and you know, you've got to build on it for next week. You don't want to give Saxey too much to be able to sit there and think about and game plan against. And I don't think they had to do that tonight. They were able to just run their basic offense and really have a dominant win tonight. But you know, and I don't think anybody really got hurt yet. So they've been relatively healthy, and they're going to have a great opportunity next week against Saxon.
Robinson with a nice scramble that time on the play. He's going to come out across the 35, so that's going to be a first down for Naaman Forest. There's a snap. Robinson this time hands off to the running back. Picks up about 5 more. Once again, number 24, that was Emmanuel Hamilton with that carry, as we are inside of a minute and a half to go. So yeah, big win here tonight for Naaman Forest. Bobby, like you mentioned, as we take a look at the replay on the handoff.
Yes, the offensive line learning good skills. They're just turning and creating lanes for your running back to run through. They're big enough to do that. All they got to do is just get on their guy and create a lane.
Oh, a bad snap here, and that's going to
ball
still loose. North Garland may have it. Not seen the signal yet. North thinks they have it, and they do. So North Garland football is coming out of the bottom of the pile, is number 5. That is Chris Hampton.
Wow.
And North Garland going to take over.
Hey, you got to finish games out strong. You got to follow that ball right there. You can't pick that up and try to run it out. You got to follow on it.
So North Garland comes out of the pile. They're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. They're going to try to put points on the board here at the end of the game. We've only got 36 seconds remaining. And Bobby, you alluded to it. You know, a big game next week, of course, is Naaman Forest. They do play Saxey. And
Saxey's winning tonight against South Garland, 41-14. Just a few minutes left of their game.
Yep, and a big game for Naaman Forest. Again, you know, they come out here with this big win tonight, and really, you know, that's going to be a big step for them. Take on Saxey, see how they, you know, can play against the right now the district leader, and you know, big barometer, big measuring stick for them next week against the Mustangs.
Yeah, I would say so. Saxey's got that strong defense. They've got probably the best defense in the district. Absolutely, hands down. There are some big, strong guys on that defensive squad.
Miner with the snap, headed to the end zone, and he is going to get there. That's a touchdown, North Garland.
So Naaman's going to have, they're going to have their hands full. You know, when they play Saxey, it's going to be really a strong game defensively and offensively. But here again, Minor just making things happen with his feet.
Yeah, something to build on for sure.
Sophomore.
It's the end of the ball game.
And the clock has run down to 0. So big win for Naaman Forest. North Garland got something to build on, though. They've, got a little, something going there in the second half, Bobby. So good for them, and something hopefully that they can take into next week's action. So we have come to the end of the game here at Williams Stadium. Our final score, Naaman Forest 53, North Garland 13. We'll see you next time on GRS TV. Enjoy the highlights.